Hello and welcome to A Lovely Time, a podcast where we speak to comedians to find out what constitutes a perfect day. I'm Amy Gledhill and my idea of a lovely time is spending even more time with my work husband. My guest today, you guessed it, is comedian, actor, spreadsheet enthusiast and dare I say friend? Dare I? It's my partner in sausage, Christopher Louise Cantrill himself. Let's have a lovely time then, shall we? Hello, Christopher Louise Cantrill.
Hello.
Oh, he's shy. He's shy. He's a quiet one.
Shy. How are you doing?
I'm good. Should we discuss lag here and now?
There is no lag, mate. I've had a man look at my internet. Is there lag?
No, there is no lag. How do we work out?
Test.
Oh yeah, I did an internet speed test. It'll make you sick.
11 up, 30 down. But that's good enough.
It's good, and I know I'm paying extra
That's
for
fine.
now. How will I know? This could just be a lie. Past 12,
it's like Barocca, isn't it? Or like the power of 1,000 oranges, but your body can only process 4. So it's like, what am I paying for 996 oranges for?
In Edinburgh Festival, I put a Barocca in a Red Bull, and it was too much.
Yeah,
I felt
A&E.
too good.
Is that when we did a show together, or was that on your own?
Yeah, that's when we did a show together, and you insisted that we had to get up at 6 a.m. every morning just to make sure, everything was all right.
Just to make sure. We were really, really tired for noon when we were doing a show. Because 6 a.m. you've lived a life. You've done a full day.
Lived a life, yeah. That was the year that you said, I'm going to go swimming. I'm going to go for a swim every day, and I'm not going to eat a takeaway. And you didn't go for one swim, and we had takeaway every single day. And I just thought, good on you.
Crept up on me. Is that the year? Crept up on me. And I've been eating a full English breakfast every day for a month. And then...
At 6 a.m.
At 6 a.m.
Middle of the night.
Very famously did a burp that smelled like a fart. It's
And then you got married.
And then I got married, and my wife still married me after that, even after I burped in her face to confirm that the burp was a fart, because she didn't think I was. And then I did a burp in her face, and she went, "Yes, that does smell like a fart out of your bum," and still got married.
I think that's the ultimate test. I think if you can do that, and they're still willing to marry you, there's nothing that your marriage can't. What's the word?
Weather.
No
storm.
No storm. No tempest will ever be as big as a burp that is a fart.
It's a fart, yeah. Good. Moving
swiftly from one horrendous topic to a slightly nicer one. This is a podcast called A Lovely Time. I don't know if you've heard of it, Chris.
I'm familiar. I've listened to every single episode.
Because you had to write the blurb.
Because I've written the blurb. And yeah, it's all the blurbs that everyone's reading and talking about on the internet.
They'll be like, why are these blurbs only mentioning things that are happening in the first 15 seconds of the episode? In this episode, Amy says, hello and welcome to A Lovely Time. And I think there's a guest.
I've not got that far. Please.
Copy and paste.
Please support us on Patreon. Just that in block caps. Done. On to the next.
Has anyone got a quid? Why is that a blurb? Okay, so you are familiar with at least the start of it, so I don't need to explain this too much, but we're going to talk about when was the last time you had a lovely time? And no pressure to put something about me, just because I'm here.
It's. I don't
Looking
know.
at
It's
you.
like, do you ever think you're like? It's hard to think that. Like, have I had a lovely time? I know I have. Yeah, I have. I have. I've done. It's been a very stressful year. Very stressful. And
Nah.
this comes as me being a connoisseur of stress. But it's like I really have bit off more than I can chew this year. So I think my lovely time this year is like really just being quiet and in a dark room on my own.
Like a flotation tank.
Like a flotation tank. The closest I went to the cinema the other day for the first time in like 2 years and nearly
What did you
burst into
see?
tears. Suicide Squad.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
It is brilliant.
How fun is the weasel?
The weasel, yeah.
Oh.
It's just funny. And I took my 68-year-old father-in-law, who was just like, it's amazing what they can do with computers now, isn't it? And I was like, yes, Malcolm, it is. It's absolutely staggering. So I was happy.
I thought
at
you
the
were going to
cinema.
say you took your 5-year-old son. So I'm glad it was your father-in-law.
Either way, but same comprehension level. Both impressed. And this is a man who's lived through the Troubles. You know, he was blown away. It was a hell of a time. But it was just nice to be out. But nice to be like, because I've put myself in the situation of running a bed and breakfast on the side. It's my loveliest time is not talking to people. Some of the guests might be actually within earshot now. But you know where you just have to be on all the time and talking and saying, how are you? What are you doing? Oh, that's good. And it's like, there's no peace from that. So a lovely time.
Couldn't do that.
But we live in the middle of nowhere. So I love walking in the middle of nowhere.
But do you like walking, or do you like just getting away from holding in your farts, having a smile on your face all the time and being on? I just couldn't.
Hey mate, we've been working together for 5 years now. You know I'm not holding any of those farts. I won't do that. Not for you, not for anybody.
Not even for the guests as they arrive at your beautiful bed and breakfast.
No, but I live in between fields of farms and stuff like that. And they're like there's so many animals I can blame it on. So it's like, I've got that.
Not in the breakfast room. You can't stand next to someone, get in the beans, do a fart that's audibly and smellily yours, and then just go, oh, look, a barn.
And not when it tastes of like luxury Dishoom curries and stuff. Like I bought a curry from Dishoom for my partner. You know, I had it delivered for my partner's birthday, and then was just like
how did you get that?
Well, the answer is spend a fortune and have it delivered to your house. But it was a birthday, so we got us both a delicious treat.
Oh, that's very nice.
But these sheep are eating Dishoom. I think, everyone knows that. But plausible deniability.
Right. So a lovely time is a bit of peace. Bit of Dishoom. So let's create from the ground up your perfect day. Okay,
so it's 6 a.m.
You've had a lay-in, okay?
yeah. I've had a lovely lay-in. Lying? You said lay-in and I copied you, but I think it's
lying, innit?
It's lying, yeah.
No, I'd say laying, but it's not. It's lying.
We've laid in, that's for sure. Past tense. 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up. I'm not cooking breakfast for anywhere up to 15 people. I'm not doing it. I don't know. What am I doing then? Probably.
Are you in your bed and breakfast when you wake up?
I'm in the country. What is in my ideal day?
In your ideal day?
Well, yes, but there's no guests here and it's not a bed and breakfast. It's just my lovely house.
Just a massive house.
Just a massive house with a scullery.
And a hot tub.
Not
many places could have a scullery and a hot tub.
No, it's... although I will tell you the truth, like becoming the owner of a scullery has triggered an identity crisis in me because I'm not sure that I could still be the voice of the working classes when I have a servants' quarter, but we jumped into it willy-nilly, and now we're living in the reality of it's not just a big house, is it? You have to work all the time.
Yeah, you might own the means of production, but you're still
Tethered
an
to the printing
unpaid
press.
servant worker. You've done that to yourself.
I put myself in it, but I'd wake up, fresh day, sun, dawn breaking over the hills. Because I looked out this morning, I saw some mist in the valleys and stuff. The sun's coming over it. It is perfect. So I'd do that, no breakfasts, and then probably just work solidly from 7:33 until 8 o'clock at night. No, I'd go for a big walk, mate.
Oh, that's nice.
I'd go
Do you
for
have
a
walking
bloody big...
boots?
I've got 2 sets now. I've got like heavy duty ones for winter.
Yeah.
Like sort of hobnaily ones, and then I've got like sort of more shoe-like ones just for the summer months, but like when you are tromping around fields and stuff like this. And I've got some fell running trainers, which are, fresh out of the box, to be absolutely honest with you at this stage. Brand new. Not touched a fell at all. So I've got 3 sets of outdoor shoes, heavy duty outdoor shoes, because you lot show up, don't you, just wearing Converse, flip-flops, Converse slippers,
somehow high-heeled flip-flops. Yeah.
And I'm taking you to somewhere with like, it's not even it's just a gravel path somewhere, a completely flat gravel path, but you haven't got the right shoes for it. So
slippers.
And I look like a dickhead when I show up in London wearing big boots. And
yeah,
like,
going, what is a road? What is car?
Pizza?
I have just started recording. Are you recording, Chris?
Yeah, I've been recording for 15 minutes and 25 seconds, love.
Someone is pretty rusty. I apologise. Okay, now in higher quality audio.
Bang!
So, Chris, you're waking up. You're in the countryside. You're going for a big old walk with one of the 3 pairs of boots that you own. What else is happening? Tell me more. Give me more details.
Right. So, I live near a military base. Like an RAF base.
Is this true, or is this in your ideal day?
This is true. They do military tests, and every now and again, there's like a giant thunderous explosion on the horizon because they're testing something like munitions. So my walk is around the perimeter of the thing because I want to have a peep in and see what I can see.
Chris, it's your ideal day. You can go in.
I can go in, and it's not a routine gas testing place. It's obviously there's other stuff going on in there. Alien stuff. Sexy aliens.
What's amazing is that for a man who has one of the best imaginations I've ever come across, your idea of a perfect day is waking up at your home, going for a walk in shoes that you already own, to a military base, and just peeping through a fence what you can already do.
Okay, let's come back on shoes. I'm wearing, do you remember those moon boots from the 90s? That you sort of strap under your feet and they sort of make it like you're walking on the moon. I'm wearing them. That's 1, and it doesn't
Game
hurt.
changer. Here we go.
2, it's not my house. It's the next farm over. So, got a big imagination there. Who am I going walking with? Sammy Davis Jr. So this is already becoming the most exciting story.
Now we're cooking with gas. What's your hair like?
Thick. And red.
This is big imagination.
Thick red hair. Every now and again, keep bending over and finding like sweets and stuff.
Brilliant.
This is
So
you want
let's
more
talk
than that.
No, this is good. Do you know what? Actually, I'm taking the piddle out of you, but it is a really nice day. So we've gone for the walk. We're peeping at aliens. I mean, that is a very Christopher Cantrill thing to do.
Like a little sexy alien show.
Sexy alien show. Do they know you're watching?
Yeah, and they like it even more.
Oh, God. Right.
I'm just a little... I don't know what's going on. I'm just looking at this little hole in the side of the military base. Just like, see what's going on inside. A little treat. Definitely no infidelity. There's no angle into that into which infidelity's happened. I'm just an innocent, happily married dad having a peep in a hole. What's wrong with that?
And that, John, is the sound bite for the episode. What? I'm just an innocent, happily married dad having a peep in a hole. Nicola. All right, okay. So I reckon though, Chris, will only take you up to about lunchtime, right? So okay, what then are we going to be eating? Because, I'm getting hungry just thinking about this.
Probably something very fancy. I'm not allowed to eat very often.
Okay.
Like chips. Chips and steak. What about that?
Yeah, that's good.
Have you ever heard that, like, French... Remember I took you to that place in London where it's like the steak sort and they cook it in that special sauce and stuff, and it's...
Do you remember when your parents took us there? Not you took us there.
It's difficult. I can't remember all the specifics. I can't remember...
Do you remember specifically when your parents paid for it, and after your dad had put his PIN number in, you went, "I'll get it."
Yeah. Fourth digit goes in. Are you sure you don't want us to? No. Okay, never mind.
Dad, I'll get it. What do you mean we're in the taxi home? It don't matter. I can still get it. Come on, let me chip in a bit.
I've just texted him now. Are you definitely sure you don't want us to chip in?
Ken, can I give you a tenner? I don't have cash. I'm not
comfortable with the idea of you pushing your retirement back 2 years.
Right, so we're having steak and chips. This is good. What we're drinking? I'm saying we. I don't mean we. I mean, what are you specifically?
You know that bubblegum pop, soda cream pop.
Oh yeah.
That you get from Chippy.
Yeah.
Having that delivered on tap, probably with some vodka in it or something.
Oof, bloody hell.
Are we eating magic mushrooms that we find on the hills?
Yeah.
Yeah, have we found loads
probably.
Of them?
After the aliens, probably need something like that, don't you, to wash it down with? Yeah.
Just to calm down. Well, I think I've actually found 2 of them. I think I've found 2 magic mushrooms. Just
what have you done with them?
Walking. I've just dried them out in a bit of paper and I've kept them just...
You haven't?
I'm scared of them.
Have you really?
Yeah, because I was just like... I was so excited to find them. Do you know what I mean? And my brother-in-law gave me a full list of, like... Asked me loads of questions and then after, like loads of, like, drilled me for information, like... And they're like this, are the stalks like this or are they like this? Did you find them on this land or this type of, like... And I answered all the questions and then he went, I think there might be magic mushrooms, you know? And I was like...
Oh my God. Please don't eat it because it would just be our luck that, like... Something good will happen in our career and then the next day... Hollywood call. Bring. No, we can't because Chris ate 1/2 of a poisonous chestnut mushroom that had some dog shit on it, and now he's dead.
And now he's just sort of he ain't got he's just a torso in a glass bowl with an eye floating around in it. But would that still work for your film project?
I bet it would. Oh God, that's I don't know how I feel about you having a little dried out mushroom.
I'm not having it. I'm not microdose. I thought I'd just do a bit of microdosing, catch up on some Amazon, start watching a big American television show like The Expanse or something like that. Something I haven't watched. Just microdose on 2 tiny magic mushrooms. We do live remote, so I'm worried about like the ambulance showing up and stuff. I don't think we've got fast, rapid response.
Oh my God. Oh,
So
it's exciting.
It's a lovely time. I'm just going to do it.
Do it in your hot tub.
Do it. Do it in my hot tub, and I'll put the lid on.
Then it's a flotation tank, just like you
Just
wanted.
tuck me in, and then
Night,
they'll just find me. Night, go to clip, and then they'll just find it in morning, floating around, bobbing around in a broth.
God.
And that will be the essence of the lovely. That will be my lovely time.
And that is
Death.
That's death.
A big fat corpse in a hot tub, as good as it gets for old Chrissy Cantrill. No, do you know what? I wouldn't go to a theme park.
Are you telling me things that you wouldn't do?
No,
Is that what we're doing
saying
now?
it loud.
Give me a list of... Wouldn't go theme park. Wouldn't go market.
But you know, like it's like, I don't know, I think I'm in a poised state of tension all the time. So it's like I'm just using stuff I wouldn't want to do. I don't like loud noises. I think I'm going off the pub. So I like solitude. I like PC gaming. I love gaming because it's like that. And you know when Tom Daly's knitting at the Olympics?
Yeah.
And Tom Daly's he's doing his Olympics. And he's knitting and I was like, I know exactly what he's playing at there.
Yeah.
Because knitting, it's like computer. Like I can watch a film, I can still be thinking about mad stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alien peoples and dying in a hot tub and stuff like this with magic mushrooms. But when you're playing a computer game, every bit of your focus is absorbed, and that's what Tom Daly was doing. And I was like, I understand, Mr. Daly. And then he went and I got a medal.
Yeah, and I think being a gold medal winning Olympic athlete at the top of your game is the same as doing sort of low level sketch comedy. I think it's the same amount of stress. So I can see why you'd need to go on.
You say low level, but we've had conversations in private where we've spoke about how there is all sketch comedy is shit, and we don't even do it.
Wow.
John, you're gonna have to edit that out. I'll keep it in.
No, John, keep it in. Let the record show. I never said that. Did I? I might. It's the sort of thing that I could have said.
No, we love sketch comedy, but it is the same as getting. Tom Daly once got a bronze, and it's the same as that.
All right. I'll accept that. Okay, we are like bronze medalists.
So I'm playing computer games.
Yeah.
I'm going for a walk.
Yeah.
What else should I be doing with my life? Am I looking after my son? No, I don't think that is a lovely time. It's very stressful.
This is when I should tell you, this isn't actually a podcast, Chris. Nobody's recording this. This is just an intervention from me and John, producer John, to let you know that you do not know how to relax. The fact you cannot think of what even a lovely time might be. I'm not going to a theme park. That's not a normal response a human has to how do you relax. What, in your wildest dream, money's no object, time's no object. How would you want to unwind and spend a day? Well, I'm not going to a theme park. I don't like the pub. I don't like loud noises. I'm very stressed. I'm as stressed as an Olympian about to win a medal all the time, every day.
Which is why it's like if you put in money's no object, time is no object. Okay, I'm gonna go tobogganing with Sammy Davis Jr. Done.
What's Sammy Davis Jr.? Why is he coming up so much? You've never mentioned Sammy Davis Jr. in 5 years, and now you want to go tobogganing with him. You want to be walking with him.
I'm just thinking of a Rat Pack. Do you know what I have started enjoying recently?
What?
Cocktails.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I've normally been drinking pints just for 30 years. Do you know what I mean?
Pints,
just like smashing pints. what do you want, a pint? And now I'm like, you know what? I don't think I enjoy these pints that much, but I do. I had a cocktail.
Oh yeah.
When I was in Manchester, and I was like, you know what? This is living. And I stayed in a nice hotel because I didn't book it. My wife booked a hotel, and because it was like our anniversary, she got a nicer one. And I was like, I could get used to cocktails and hotels, but while I'm at the tiller, it will be pints and premiering. Because otherwise, you're paying for a cocktail when you could get a room and a pint for the same price. That's not
true.
I've not double checked it out, but in this economy, and I'm just 2 from Yorkshire, so I think so silence, walking, not spending any money.
Yeah.
Is it like that? Sounds good, doesn't it? I hate spending money.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Okay, so you just want to be very, very quiet, on your own, in the dark, not spending a single penny. Are you with anyone? Nah, you're on your own. Solitude.
I think my oldest friend, my oldest friend Michael, who I haven't seen in the pandemic, and we've just been trying to see each other, and it's just not happened. So Michael's there in the dark with me. He doesn't want to. He's got 2 children and he's a busy teacher. So
you've got a hostage. He's sat in the dark in silence with a hostage.
He doesn't want to be there.
No.
He's made it quite clear. But he's buried in the tomb with me. The flotation tank. And I'm telling him it's because I miss him. And he's scared now and he's crying.
And then you just come home and bash out some Resident Evil or something.
Yeah, he has to sit in silence. And watch me play Resident Evil. That feels fine.
That feels like a lot of relationships I've had. But we're talking about a lovely time, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah. Sorry.
Is there anything else you want to add?
A lovely time.
I think we're sort of like wrapping this up. So we know basically you want to be in a tomb, but playing. You want to be a mummy.
Perfectly
like an
silent
Egyptian mummy, but playing a video game, and there's a hostage there
with very good internet.
Yeah. And is there anything that would spoil it for definite? Like, oh, couldn't have that.
I think that's all I've done for the last half hour. Is this stuff like noise, too much visual stimulation. People from London who think that they're all that, but they're not.
I don't know much about autism as a disorder. No, I don't think you are. But the symptoms.
Very risky territory for you to diagnose me live on this podcast as definitely having autism.
Well, I've done it now. And anyone listening, you've got it and all, probably.
And I've just clicked, and I've got lots and lots of slow release amphetamines being delivered to my house because I've got an official diagnosis off a podcast on the internet.
You're listening to Dr. Gledhill.
Imagine if you could give prescriptions out.
Fuck me, that'd be terrible.
We'd just be terrible. Dead in a lay-by.
I won't get to the lay-by.
No, why are we in a lay-by?
Why am I always in a lay-by? Okay, right, Chris. I think we've got not only an idea and a sense of what your perfect day would be, but we've also learned a lot about you as a human, as an autistic human,
as
a fully diagnosed autistic neurodivergent male. Well, Christopher Louise Cantrill, thank you very much for coming on a lovely time. Is there anything?
Can we do it all again?
Yeah, we'll do it all again.
Can we do it? Can we have a do-over? Stop the record. Let's start again.
And start again.
And I'll do nice things now. That was good.
That was very, very good. And is there anything that you'd like to plug?
What can I say? Well, what have we got going on, Amy, as the Delightful Sausage? Nothing overtly... Oh, yeah.
We've got a tour.
Right, yeah.
What the hell are you
Everyone
on
calm down.
about?
Calm down. Come on. First off, 2 things. You can watch me and Amy on telly twice. First one is we're together on the late night MASH on Dave, which you can watch on telly via UK Play TV. And that was fun, and that seems to have really upset the anti-vax community.
Yeah.
Have you been on the Facebook comments, Amy?
Absolutely not.
Do not. I would not. It's harrowing. But you can also see us on BBC 2 at 10 o'clock on Mondays for a bit, I shouldn't be doing that. It's a podcast and someone might be listening to it. On iPlayer, Alma's Not Normal, we're both in that.
Yeah.
Amy's in I just watched you last night, Amy. It was bloody brilliant.
Aww.
We're in different bits. It
Yeah.
was so funny. What did you say? Something about your dad being your dad's carer. It just really, it was brilliant. So we did that. But me and Amy again are doing a live tour, the smallest ever tour that's ever. I've not checked the record books, but we're touring and we're doing Aberystwyth in Wales.
Yeah.
And we're doing Manchester, where we're recording a show, and which is becoming quite the technical feat, I have to tell you. And finally, we're going to fucking Hull.
Oh my God, we are going
Homecoming.
to Hull.
And historically, we have
a terrible time in Hull, don't we?
Hull's where Amy's from. A lot of Amy's family do not like what we do, but do support and do come. So we're going into the belly of the beast to see the show off before we move on to the next thing.
Yes.
Whatever that's going to be.
Yes, well sold. I'll buy a ticket. Right, thank you so much, Christopher Cantrill. What an absolute pleasure to learn that you want to be a mummy.
It's just been. I'll come back. Whether you want me to or not. I'll come back next year when everything's settled down a bit, and then I might want to do some nice things. But right now, I just want silence. Thank you.
I'm so sorry to bother you. Well, that is the second week in a row we've had a guest on with a kid, and all they've wanted for a lovely time is a bit of silence. Oh, strange that. Christopher Cantrill there, showing that he really is just a fun dad with an ass that won't quit. You can see Chris as part of something called the Delightful Sausage. I hear they're absolutely phenomenal and very sexy as they go on a little mini tour hitting Manchester on October the 16th and Hull on November 5th. He also appears in episode 2 of Alma's Not Normal, BAFTA winning, thank you very much, with Sophie Willen. And that's on iPlayer. And if you squint really hard in some of the other episodes, you might just spot yours truly. As always, thank you so much for listening. It'd be mad if nobody listened. Well, it wouldn't actually, because me and Chris just chat all the time anyway. But thank you for listening. Please do subscribe if you haven't already and leave us a nice review. Go on, just put some words in so I can read them. And some stars, 5 if you don't mind, if you've got them going spare. And we'll be back next week for another lovely time. Bye.
This podcast is made by A Lovely Time Productions and hosted by Amy Gledhill, with music by Jack Evans.
No, that's not fucking true. I know I've cracked out a poached an egg.